Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 8th through the 14th. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have our little ocean mermaid theme continued here with our setup. We've got another mermaid deck. And after we look at these cards, my darlings, I'm going to pull a card for you about healing from a oracle healing deck. And as always, those of you who are very interested in the cards as I am, I will have a link in the description for the info about the cards if you're interested in that. We're going to see what is coming up for you for our dear, dear Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends. Okay. Monday, Tuesday. There you go. Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's jump right on into it, Leo. Sorry, I keep hitting the tripod. Oh my goodness. So we have 5 of Pentacles coming up for you, Leo, in the beginning part of the week. Now, all of the cards, or not cards, all of the signs that I've done the readings for this week, you guys are my second to last. I have to do you, and then I have to do Libra. I've done all the other signs. And all the other signs so far have had a super positive card come in for Monday, Tuesday, or a major arcana card come in. 5 of Pentacles is not a major arcana card, and 5 of Pentacles some people think is not a happy card. Some people think that, but it's a major one. It's a major card, and I'm going to explain to you why, and I'm going to explain to you how in a lot of the ways this could be a good card or a good situation. So anyway, the reason why I'm explaining this is there's a big energy in the beginning of the week. I feel it myself. For myself, I feel there's big breakthroughs and changes coming. I feel it for the collective, for the whole. I'm not an astrology expert. I know there's a lot of big things that are happening right now with the planets and things that are moving and things in retrograde and this and that, but I'm not an expert by any means. So any of you who have planetary knowledge and would like to share in the comments, absolutely feel free to do so. I love that we can all teach each other something new. But what I can tell you, the energies are very big right now. And there's lots of shifts that are happening. And you have 5 of Pentacles. And those of you who are familiar with the tarot may kind of not like to see this card. But 5 of Pentacles is a very misunderstood card. And I will explain it to you. 5 of Pentacles can come up when you're at a very significant crossroads. So even though it's not a major arcana card, it can kind of have that major arcana energy where there's a big change happening. And usually it has to do with going out into the unknown, going into an unfamiliar territory. A lot of the times it can mean that you're taking on some kind of self-employment or a career change or a big move or something where money might not be super stable for you or secure for you, or you might be kind of unsure. Your income might not be super stable right now, or you might be preparing to take some kind of leap of faith or go into a direction where income is not going to be stable, or, you know, consistent. Like maybe it's just like some months you do well and some months you don't. And so sometimes it can have that kind of meaning. But the really cool thing that happens with 5 of Pentacles is it's a time when you're going through this journey and you're discovering a lot about your true friends, your true relationships. A lot of the times it's a time in your life where you connect with like this true lover, like a significant soulmate, you know, somebody who wants to be with you for you, not because of what you're giving them or not because of what you're doing for them. Someone who you can really enjoy the simple pleasures of life with and feel closer. Someone who's going to have your back. Somebody who's going to be beside you. So there could be a lot of wealth that you are experiencing in ways outside of money when 5 of Pentacles comes in. Even here in this situation, he looks like he's just very sad. He looks like he's down on his luck. And there's this beautiful mermaid coming out of the water like, hey, look, Maybe I don't have $1,000,000, but here's what I do have, and here's what I'm willing to share with you. Let's go make something happen with this. Let's go invest it. Let's go find a way to turn it into something. Let's find a way to make it grow. I'm here. I'm beside you. We'll figure this out. So there's that blessing that comes in with that uncertainty. Okay, and I've said this in the past, and somebody had a very, very smart aleck comment about it, but that's the thing with YouTube. And they said, okay, so what I was saying about Five of Pentacles, it kind of always makes me think of Jeff Bezos, I'm not saying the name right. And you know, when he started Amazon with his wife, at the time his wife, they were just selling stuff out of his garage. You know, who would have known that this married couple selling stuff out of their garage was going to end up creating this multi-million-dollar business, which was one of the biggest companies now on the planet, and is really changing the way a lot of people do business. Some people might not like it. Some people are like, oh, well, Amazon's terrible because it's, taking over and it's making it harder for the smaller shops and things like that. I'm not getting into that debate. I am simply saying, there was a time this guy was just working out of his garage, and look how things have really grown, and how they've taken off. And so, he may look back at those old days and say, oh my goodness, it was like yesterday. I was just struggling and working out of my garage, and now, all kinds of lavish homes and jets and I don't know what. And him and his wife had that wonderful experience of creating this and building this together and having this journey. So even though they're not together, even though they're going through their divorce, they claim to be very good friends. They claim to still have each other's back, and it could be because they shared through that time or through that struggle. And someone was really like smart alecky about it, and they're like, well, he's Jeff Bezos losing his pesos, or like he's going down in his wealth. But you know what? I think when you're that wealthy, it's you can do okay with, coming down a few notches. I don't think he's concerned. I don't think he's losing sleep at night over, his financial situation. So Five of Pentacles is like just kind of that journey where like these might be days that one day you're going to look back and you're going to think fondly about them because they were the beginning of something. Like some people feel that way about college. Like, oh, those were the days in college and we were, living off ramen, and we were, living off, 50-cent tacos, or, whatever it was, looking in the couch cushions trying to find the 50 cents. Things like that. You might be looking back and remembering these times later where you're like, wow, like I had no idea back then how far I was going to come. And a lot of you are going to have these significant soulmates, these friendships, who are going to have your back in the process, right? So obviously this is going to be energy that's going to last longer than 2 days. But Monday, Tuesday may be the beginning, the start of some new journey for you, a significant journey at that, Leo. Your Wednesday, Thursday is the Tower. There's your Major Arcana card. So something is shifting, something is changing here. And some people don't like to see the Tower card, but I can tell you that it doesn't have to be a negative thing. The Tower card basically just means something is happening. It's forever changing your life. It's pushing you out of your comfort zone. And that can be very positive things. That could be the start of a new business. That could be a career change. That could be having a baby. That could be meeting the love of your life. That could be getting a promotion. That could be moving, or relocating somewhere. So it can also be very positive things. A lot of it depends on the perception. Now, because you have Five of Pentacles and you have the Tower, for some of you, it is feeling like the way you make money is changing, and it might feel very scary for some of you. But again, there's a blessing that's coming in. You might have an opportunity now to use your gifts and your talents and your creativity in a way where you can make an income or make a living in ways that are really freeing up time for you or allowing you to do things that you truly enjoy doing. For other ones of you, this Five of Pentacles, sometimes I also call Five of Pentacles the Wizard of Oz card. You're going on this adventure, you're going on this journey, you're seeking knowledge, you're seeking wisdom, and along the way, you're meeting this awesome little soul tribe of friends who are really going to have your back and go through the adventure with you. So there's a permanent change that's happening in your life at this time. Okay, and midweek, whatever you were kind of questioning or whatever you were refusing to let go of, if it's no longer meant for you, it's going to be very clear that it's no longer meant for you. The universe is going to make very clear for you the path that it's time to go on. If you were feeling kind of stuck between a couple of different options, the universe might be stepping in and helping you narrow it down some so you have a better idea of which direction to begin moving in. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card, Leo, is 10 of Cups. So there you go. There you go. If you were afraid, this is saying don't be afraid. This could be a very up and down week for you. I'm not going to lie. There could be really high moments, there could be really low moments or scary moments, but ultimately in the end, you've got this 10 of Cups, and everybody wants 10 of Cups. This is the ultimate happiness. It's all of the boxes are checked off in a positive way. This is happy friendships, happy love life, happy romance, happy home environment, happy career, happy finances, fulfillment, everything all across the board, feeling fulfilled, feeling happy, feeling whole, feeling satisfied. So whatever is happening in terms of the Tower, it's happening to bring you this level of stability. So for some of you, it could be something in terms of like a pregnancy or an engagement or a profession of love, or a proposal or something of that nature. For some of you, it could be something in that way, a permanent change that's happening. And that could also mean where some of the Five of Pentacles is coming in, because you're feeling out of your element. For some of you Leos, you've been very, very self-sufficient for so very long, and something is happening this week where you're being made to feel vulnerable, where you're being kind of made to feel where you're meshing your life with someone or something else, or you're just, the way you do things is changing. Okay, but ultimately it's happening to lead you to that fulfillment of the 10 of Cups kind of energy. We're gonna go ahead and check out your card of healing for the week. And I'll go ahead and take this time to remind you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those may resonate more with you or bring in a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, it will take you to the scheduling page. Your healing card for the week is awareness. Okay, so this could be what the Tower moment is. For a lot of you Leos, you might be coming into awareness. This nautilus shell is actually a symbol of ascension, and if you look closely, there's like this little fetus, there's this little baby in the center of it, and as it's spiraling and opening up, it's kind of like opening out into the universe. You see like those star formations kind of things that kind of look like the universe there. So you're having an ascension, you're having a mental ascension, you're having epiphanies, you're having revelations, and some of that might make you super uncomfortable. Some of you are seeing things within yourself that you have to work on that you had no idea it was there, okay? And that could be the Tower moment for some of you, where you're like, wow, I need to make some changes I didn't even realize I needed to make. But this awareness is happening as a part of your spiritual process. This 30 or 3, if you drop the 0, 3 is the number of the ascended masters. So you're having a really massive spiritual awakening. And I think for a lot of you, this is the Tower moment. This is like, it's becoming very clear what you're letting go of. I just heard ego death. For some of you, you may have heard of that term. It's not a term I use too often, because the ego is the sense of self. So you can never really be completely and totally without ego. As long as you're a person, you're going to have ego. But what the concept of quote-unquote ego death is when, like who we thought we were is really changing. We're coming into this new perception of ourselves. We're coming into these realizations, and the idea of who we are, we suddenly completely release. We kind of see all the ways in which we were conditioned or which we were programmed. I had something similar happen to me. I went out to Joshua Tree last summer, right before I really began posting on the YouTube channel. And then I felt really pushed to begin posting the weekly videos. Otherwise, before that, I was really kind of on the fence about it. But I went into Joshua Tree. I went into the desert. I did the whole thing with the, gosh, what is it called? It's I love this place. Why can't I remember the name now? Where they have the singing bowls. Oh gosh, it's completely, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. Not the Experion. You know what I'm talking about. Those of you, you know what I'm talking about. But so I went and I did that, and I just had this massive awakening. I had this massive, just kind of like who I completely came back forever changed. So it doesn't have to be a scary feeling. That was definitely a tower moment for me, but it felt very blissful. And I'm sharing this to let you know, Leo, this doesn't have to be something that you're afraid of. It can actually be something that you really end up enjoying, where you feel this awakening. You feel like being born again, some of you, or like coming into this new, like, better version of yourself, where you're releasing the need for approval or what other people think about you or how you think you should be or have to be, and versus who you truly are. Okay. Again, watch your moon, sun, and rising sign videos, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more. Some of you are like, but what about my love life? I don't get too focused on love life in the weekly forecasts, but I do love readings. Sorry. I'm sorry, there's like somebody outside singing like a drinking song. Like a drunk person singing a drinking song. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like a crazy place. It's like 4 in the morning right now and people outside singing. So some of you are gonna be out singing drinking songs, I guess. I don't know. That was a message for some of you. You know, you might just kind of be like losing yourself and just like, this is who I am and I'm free. You know, like you might be expressing yourself in that way. But again, guys, those of you who want to know about your love life, you can click on the love readings in the description of the video. There's links for the love readings. You can check that out. If you need a private reading, absolutely more than happy to do that. And those of you who like the spiritual message at the end, you know, you don't have to wait all week for them. I love doing the videos for you, but if you want more during the week, on Facebook and Instagram, Amethyst Angellight, every single day I post a spiritual message. And then I also do a little pick a card game, which is really fun, where I'll post 3 cards. You kind of pick the one that's calling to you, and then the next day I will reveal it, and I will have a description of the card that you chose and what it means. So if you start doing that, every single day you get 2 messages. You get the daily message in the morning about like the energy and what's going on and what spirit has to say for the collective, and then in the afternoon you get the message from whatever you picked the day before, like your own little personal message that you energetically gravitated towards. So that's fun to do during the week between the videos. So if you haven't already taken advantage of that, it's free. Why not take advantage? It's a nice way to kind of stay connected in between the videos. And I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here, my darlings. I am wishing you all the best.